Hello and welcome back to Kalis Dawn plays Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, and yeah, um, I have myself a fresh cup of tea here, and I have gotten myself a bit of rest earlier today. So even though I am busy with a lot of work today, I hope to have a little more energy and can stream for more than just over an hour. Because yeah, I'd like to stay awake and keep playing, do a little more than just a couple hours of streaming a week. Good tea. Well, with that being said, again, because I am doing, I am on contract to do a number of audiobooks right now, and my schedule is completely swamped. You know, it's feast or famine with freelance work a lot of the time. I'll be taking it easy with the improvised voice acting. I'll do it when I feel like it, and I won't other times. But I will give a moment for anybody following along to read the text. And of course, if you're watching on the VOD, you can always pause. So, good stuff. Anyway, let's continue on with the Gathering Hope.
Lagu's warriors, led by Tormod, join the escaped prisoners, and Dayan's army grows ever larger. Its victories at Talrega and other key locations have strengthened its position. The army rides across the land, liberating prisoners from Benyan encampments. The Dayan ranks swell with the influx of veteran soldiers, and the men begin to dream of the day when they may retake the capital. Like a fever, conflict grips the nation. The night will be long before this fever breaks. All eyes turn toward Dayan's capital as the liberation begins what all believe will be a long and bloody march.
Yeah. I'll go along with that. Chapter 8, Glory Unwanted. You summoned me, Your Grace? Jared, there is trouble. The Apostle has formed an inspection team. She's dispatching it today. Oh, how? I've arranged to meet with the Senate's Vice Minister, Duke Garros. If we ask him the favor, I imagine he could discreetly sweep their findings under the rug. But in the meantime, you must obliterate the insurgents. Once that is done, we'll devise excuses. Understood, sir. Oh, what did I haven't touched this guy's voice in ages. Alder, what did I... Well, let's just go with, What's the plan? Will the senators be able to cover up this mess? If the inspection team and the rebel army ever cross paths, even the Senate won't be able to hide the truth. We'll lure the rebels to Shifu Swamp. We'll plant tales of a mass execution there, and they'll be sure to come. Then we'll trap the malcontents and wipe them from the face of the land. We are aware of their secret plot. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, she's using sacrifice again. It's amazing. My wound is healed. I give you thanks. I never thought I'd see the silver-haired maiden work miracles before my very eyes. Silver-haired maiden, help them! You must help them! Help who? What's going on? Calm down and tell me. They're killing our men. I beg you, please, save them. Trap sprung! Or baited, I should say. I shouldn't breathe tea. Breathing tea is bad. Prisoners from Jode work camp are being collected in Shifu Swamp and executed. Not only Jode. There's reportedly a plan to exterminate all prisoners in every camp and let the swamp conceal the remains. I've heard nothing of such a plan. It's a false rumor, or an enemy trap. It may indeed be a trap, but if we don't investigate, we risk mass execution. And what if it is a trap and they vanquish the Liberation Army? The dream of restoring Dane to glory will die instantly. For the good of Dane's future, we must ignore this threat. I understand. And that's why I won't take any troops. Only myself and my old friends will go. Micaiah, if you refuse them your permission, I will go alone. Stop right there, little lady. I will not authorize this action without the prince's full approval. Izuka, let her do as she wishes. Please, she hasn't disappointed us yet. My prince. Fine. But I can't help but feel as if these children are running your army. As opposed to you, scum. Oh wait, that wasn't in the script, sorry. Improvisation added at my own discretion, yes. So, last time I discovered something silly that I should have known. I'll show you right here. So you may notice Micaiah is a level 20 light mage. She can't promote until the end of part 1, where she auto-promotes. And I think, if I recall, there's a level where it's basically just Micaiah. You know, helpfully put there to let her get lots of experience prior to her forced promotion. Well, that's going to be a lot of wasted XP, is what's going to happen right there. So, unfortunate, but that is what it is. Let's see. Don't care about Thika. Don't care about Tormod. Or Muarim, really. But these gentlemen I care about. Well, some of these gentlemen. I'm going to use some bonus XP for the first time in this playthrough, I think, because we've definitely got a few people who could use a little bit, since they are capable of promoting in particular. So, again, the units I'm caring about right here, excuse me, are Edward and Leonardo. I care a bit about Jill. I care about Toraneo, but he's already strong enough for where we're at, so I don't need to do much with him at the moment. And Micaiah and Soth, but Soth doesn't need me to give him XP, so we are going to toss some experience onto some of these characters. If I can get them close to their level ups, that'll be great. Of course, I don't know what kind of level ups they're going to get, and but we'll at least toss them all up to their next level right now. And hopefully they get decent level ups. Or at least not atrocious ones. Okay. Ed worries me because his defenses are so atrocious. Like, his defense and especially his resistance is terrifyingly low. You expect Swordsmasters to be a little bit fragile. Interesting. They've all gotten 3-stat level ups. I wonder if that's, like... Because bonus XP, in the games it works kind of differently in every one, and this is the first time I've used it here. So we're going to do a little experiment and see if this is going to be a 3-stat level up as well. If every stat level up is a 3-stat level up, then that is good and bad. And it seems like it might be. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I'm thinking it is. I'm thinking in this game that you always get 3-stat level ups, which, you know, so I'm going to do one more on Leonardo, and we're going to see. Because it's possible that it's set to where you could get a level up in skill as one of your 3, or skill or resistance as one of your 3, but then you only have a 2 or a 1. Or it's possible, and I have the sneaking suspicion, that it's not that way, that you will get 3 regardless as long as you have the ability to do so. In which case, bonus XP in this game could be extremely useful. and I should be a little more sparing of it, perhaps. Yeah, Jill's a little too weak. I mean, look at that strength. Your strength as a Draco Knight should never be lower than an equivalent level Swordmaster. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane, is what that is. And Leo's so slow. Who's he gonna double attack with that? What is up with the Dawn Brigade and their very, very slow ranged units? I think that's a curse. Because, I mean, look at Micaiah. She's got a 12 speed. That's, like, the worst thing about her. I'm more bothered by that than I am by the fact that she has very low hit points and defenses. Because at least she doesn't have to get in melee range. But that speed is just terrifyingly low. Okay, let's give our best things here. Support. Do we have anybody who can support with Jill? We do not. Okay, that was a short look. Let's check our info here. Yeah, the people of Dane pretty much hate Laguz pretty badly. Go for it, so that's the way to go. Yeah, hey bruv. Yeah, this is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. It came out for the Wii in 2007. It is, it's a really great game. It's one that's, in my opinion, a bit underappreciated. It's the sequel to Path of Radiance for GameCube. Torneo. Restore staff. That'll be very helpful. Yeah, if you enjoy, like, strategy RPGs, Fire Emblems are great. I mean, the biggest difference between, like, Fire Emblem and some other RPGs is just how low the numbers are, right? Like, your unit at the end might have 60 hit points, and you'll be hitting for, like, 20 damage or something. And those numbers seem very low, but they're quite balanced, so... And if you like stories that have a lot of, like, kind of political machinations and intrigue, like international conflict, that's kind of what Fire Emblem's all about. Of course, Fire Emblem Three Houses for the Switch, the latest one, is kind of like High School Simulator plus plus Fire Emblem, which I enjoyed it. It's very different. Is she giving us a luck stat up item? Yeah, let's see. Fire Emblem games, most of them are on handhelds. That's kind of what makes Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn special, is they were on, GameCube and Wii. The Fire Emblem Three Houses is on the Switch, and most of the others are on Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 3DS. In fact, for Nintendo 3DS, there's a lot of Fire Emblems. You have, like, Awakening. Oh, wow, the names are going right out of my head. But I personally have, like, 5 Fire Emblem games for 3DS, so... Oh, man, that sucks. Yeah. I think 3DSs, I don't know how expensive they are these days. I don't think they're as much as they used to be, so... Something, anyway. Alright. So let's double-check everybody's items. I need more daggers for, Soth, perhaps. Oh, which Mario? That'll be fine. Ah. Yeah, I used to play a lot more platformers, but I haven't played platformers in quite a while. Let's see, the last Mario that I, completed was... I feel sheepish saying this, but I think it was Mario 64, so that's ancient, The first Mario I ever played was Super Mario Bros. 3 for the Super Nintendo? Yeah, I think that was for Super Nintendo. Might be aging myself a little bit there, dating myself. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see if the shop has any special deals. Ah, we do. And I have no money. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, these are expensive, as you see, but they're permanent stat-up items. So I tend to save those for later in the game. And don't want to just use them carelessly. And these are healing items, which I should save, perhaps, but don't always. Yeah, I think the most recent, platform game I played and really had a blast with was The Messenger, which is an indie game where you're like a ninja. That was a lot of fun. And, I mean, before that, I think it was Shovel Knight, so not my most commonly played genre, but I do have fun with it now and then. Yeah, The Messenger was super good. I'll say there were a couple of, the kind of optional side things, kind of completionist challenges that were pretty tricky to do. Most of the stuff was pretty easy, and just a blast to play. Some of the, time-changing mechanics were a lot of fun. Good game. Huh. I do not have much in the way of funds. I would like this Worm Slayer, but I do not have the funds for it. That's fine, not the biggest deal. Sure, I will manage. Alright, speaking of... Alright, let's save and head on. Yeah, in the skill shop. I don't know how far you've gotten, but later that connects into the story in a bigger way, which is pretty fun.
Good, you may begin. Here, have a little swim.
They actually have people they're executing. Well, that is not helpful. Ah! No! No! Help someone! Stop! Oh boy, you're out there all isolated. I usually stream, I have a stream schedule up and I try to stick to it. I always start about that start time, but I usually go about 2 to 3 hours.
You're that bleeding heart filth.
We are the Dane Liberation Army. Everyone hold tight. You'll be safe soon. Look at her hair. Could it be the silver-haired maiden? Our country's savior come to rescue us? Yes, it is. The savior of Dane!
Whether they suspected a trap or not, they're here. Brazen fools. All hands, take battle positions.
Oh boy. Yeah. There's a few of them.
Silver-haired wench. I'm going to drown you and all of Dane's hopes in these filthy waters. You've no escape.
So, it's a trap after all. Don't get too smug, you cruel cowards. We have a little something up our sleeves, too. Tormod, here's your chance. Oh, Tormod's here? I dislike Tormod. Lady Nailah, Volug. Oh, they pronounce it Volug in the narration, I guess. Oh, do I get to control Nailah in here? I love Nailah.
Subhumans? They're everywhere. How?
Raphael, even you came to help? Ha ha ha. Thanks. Yeah, I have fun voicing. Voiceover is fun. What happened just now? What was that strange song? That was Vigor, a Heron Galder that can re-energize our allies in a fight. Don't be distracted, Micaiah. Let's set our formation while we can. Alright, let's do it. Let's check out this map first. So here we have Nailah, which I have control over, and she is, as you see from those stats, awesome. Absolutely awesome. She's the Wolf Queen. Incredible. Haven't been able to use... This is the first time in this playthrough I've been able to play... have her in my party. Let's look at our Radman here. He's not too bad. Yeah, alright. So we've got a bunch of people we're trying to save. Let's double check our conditions and see what victory and loss conditions. We can't let Nailah, Micaiah, Soth die, and we can't let all the prisoners die. Well, I'd like to save all of them. So let's take a look at the map again. So I've got 6 prisoners. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. Since I have 6 prisoners, and I have to use all those guys. Okay, which means can't use too many others. And I can't use Jill? Well, that's irritating. I was going to bring Jill. She would have been quite helpful in this map. Alright. Yeah, that'll be fine. I could use one more unit, but that's just spreading my XP wider, and I don't really need that. Alright. Let's reposition a little bit. So we've got some units up here. We need to have some men go up and kill there. Nailah and Volug can pretty much sweep through everything there. They've got to have more units going to come in and try to surround us again. Otherwise, this is just going to be a one-sided complete slaughter. I think the challenge is trying to save all of the prisoners. There's probably a bonus for saving all of them, letting no one die. Hold on here. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Do a before battle save and start the combat. Yeah, I'll explain to you a little bit about my thought process once we start. All right, so when any unit I select, you can see its movement range, and of course, some units can attack at longer range. But thankfully, when I go up, like if I bring Ed up here, I can select which weapon he's attacking with. He's currently carrying a bunch. You see, they have durability. So if he is fast enough, like here, you see that times 2, 19 times 2. That means he's fast enough to attack twice. He's got a certain speed advantage over that target. And you can see his crit chance, his hit chance, and the hit points he has. So he would easily kill this guy, but he wouldn't likely kill him in one shot. So he would get hit back for 16 points of damage because his resistance against magic is trash. So I would prefer not to throw Ed up against magicians because his resistance, if we look at him, you see he has that bottom stat on the lower left there, res 2. 2 is utter trash. The way damage works in this game is pretty simple. You would look at the attack of the enemy, which for magic users is the magic instead of the strength, and you combine that with the MT of the whatever weapon they're wielding, and you can see it up in the upper right corner, an attack of 18. Yeah, I mean, thankfully it's turn-based. If it wasn't turn-based, I couldn't. And so you would come over here. That guy has 18 attack. This guy's Ed's resistance is 2, so you just subtract it. So it becomes a simple addition game in that way, which means, unlike most RPGs, you can actually have people who are unable to hit you for any damage, right? If Ed here had 18 resistance, for example, Micaiah has 19 resistance. So if she attacks this guy can't hurt her at all. I'll show you, right? He has a 61% chance to hit for 0 damage, right? But, yeah, so it's one of those things, and of course this game has permadeath, right? So any unit that goes to 0 hit points on your side is dead. They're gone for the rest of the game. So that can be very difficult. If I just threw Ed up in here with these 2 casters, especially with his low resistance, if he didn't kill them outright, they would slaughter him if I didn't throw somebody else up in range or kill them first. So, yeah. And there's also movement stuff. So you'll see that Muarim over here, even though he's got enough movement to move, like 6 spaces, he can't move into this very quickly. It slows him down a lot. Whereas she can fly, so she can move all around. And mages can usually move a little more easily over like quicksand, this type of thing. All right. So I want to save these prisoners. These prisoners have terabyte, like, look at those stats. They have 3 defense, 0 resistance, and no speed. Almost everybody would hit them twice and kill them in 1 round. So we need to reach and destroy our enemies prior to that occurring. All right. Raphael. How close? That is kind of disappointing. All right, so our first step here is we are going to have Leonardo come up and soften this guy up. So since he's an archer, he can attack at range. Now the Lancer there, the halberdier soldier, he could counterattack if he was using a javelin rather than a lance. But javelins usually have worse accuracy and worse damage, right? Just like you can, if you see the lower right, when I put my cursor over any of these weapons, you'll see the different hit chances, the different damage, crit rates, etc. Okay. You're making me unhappy, Ed. see, I could use the Wind Edge here. Alright, so this might not be a definite kill on him, but we're going to go ahead and use it. Well, there is in most Fire Emblem games, it's not all of them, but in most of them there's a weapon triangle. So, kind of rock, paper, scissors sort of thing, though it's not a definite win. So, for example, swords are more accurate against axes. Axes are better against spears. Spears are better against swords. So it kind of goes around. In fact, when I attack somebody, I think you'll see a little icon talking about that. Oh, that was in the last game. And then there is a kind of a triangle for magic as well. Well, it's not really a triangle. Wind magic is good against flyers, whether that's beast flyers or human flyers like Pegasus Knights or Draco Knights. Fire is good against like beasts like wolves, cats, tigers, and light I don't think has anything particular it's good against. It's hard to remember. Alright, let's deal with these mages. Doesn't quite take it in one shot, and does get hit. Oh well. Soth is pretty strong, so not a problem to take a hit or two. Alright, so let me check something. This guy could do 16 damage. Yeah, I can't afford to let... If both these guys attacked Ed and hit, they would kill Ed. So we may be in a bit of trouble there. Oh, I didn't realize that I had to use Tormod. I took his weapons, so that is a small problem. Yeah, Vika would take a ridiculous amount of damage from wind magic, or archers hurt flyers too. So, got to be careful. I don't know. I haven't seen any archers here. Yep. Yeah, no archers on the enemy team right now. Just a little strange. Let's see if we can... Okay, I may have made a serious misstep here. Let's see where he can move. Let's weaken him. Yeah, and I was complaining earlier about Micaiah being slow. She's had some bad level ups. Like, she should not be as slow as she is. She should have double attacked this guy. But in order to double attack someone, your speed needs to be 4 or more above them, right? And so she's just lucky at this point that he can't double attack her. And so you see I've selected him. I can select him, and that shows his attack range, right? Right now, what's very likely to happen, because I'm kind of faking the AI out here, is this bandit is going to attack Tormod, because Tormod has no weapons, and so he gets to come in and swing at him for free with no chance of being counterattacked and killed. So he's almost definitely going for Tormod. And I'm going to have Morarim do the same thing, since Morarim is a tiger, but the Beastmen have transformations, and when they're out of transformations in their human form, they can't fight. So, there's that. Alright, so we're going to gamble a little bit, which isn't much of a gamble. So this, because, again, we talked about AI, this guy is going to attack Leonardo. And the reason he's going to do that is because bow users can't fight back with a ranged weapon in melee combat. So he's going to come up and get a free attack on Leo. Leo will survive that. And then this one will probably attack. Actually, because Ed's using a Wind Edge and can counterattack, he will probably attack Soth. So, again, it's something where if I was playing this kind of PvP, not that you can, but if I was against a real player, they would not make those choices. But, thankfully, that's neither here nor there. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is move Nailah and Volug down here a bit. And then have them go again. Yeah, Micaiah is so fragile. And she doesn't need strength, though strength does help her be able to double attack, because weapons have weight, as you can see. So, it's even if she was fast enough, with a 3 weight versus her 2 strength, she couldn't double attack with a light. She could double attack with Thani. So she needs more strength. When she promotes, she'll get some more strength, but at the moment, yeah, it doesn't really have it. Alright, so we are going to let... I'm going to show you Nailah, who is utterly awesome. One of my favorite characters. Yeah, PvP would be pretty crazy. Oh, critting him. Oh, man. So crits in this game do triple damage. Now, it only showed 29, but she was going to kill him in one hit anyway and double attack him. She was going to do 42 damage. So that was 126 damage that she just did. Oh, Nailah. Nailah is awesome. So these guys can reach Raphael, but Raphael has 13 resistance and 31 hit points, so there's not really much of a... They will double attack him, though. So I guess he'll lose like half his hit points if they all hit him, but yeah, I'm not worried about that. Okay. So that is the end of our turn. Let's continue on. Huh. Oh. Ouch. Oh, she actually does counterattack. Oh. Well, that teaches me. They did not in the last game. In their humanoid form. But they do actually fight in this one. That's rather stunning. %0 chance to hit for 0 damage. Oh, Nailah. Oh, she tore off its head. Alright, his aura is going to heal a little bit there. Those poison axes, kind of annoying. Alright. What do we have? What do we have? Welcome back. Yeah, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn is a little bit different. Well, significantly different than most Fire Emblem games. Not in its mechanics for the most part, but, for example, it's a really long Fire Emblem game, and you have several different parties, right? So, for example, Micaiah and Soth here are the leaders, if you will, of this particular part 1. And then in part 2 and part 3, you see a lot of characters from Path of Radiance, the previous game in the series. And then in part 4, everybody joins up together. Now, one of the consequences of that, Nailah has almost no availability, right? You can look at her stats, you see the green bars and how much of the little shaded part they've covered in. She is basically a max level high tier character. But she gets almost no experience for killing things, and she's only usable in like 2 maps in the first part, and then available in part 4, right? So she's someone where if you make use of her in this part of the game, you're stealing experience from a lot of your other characters, because she gets almost no experience for killing people she can, kind of sneeze on and kill. And people like Ed and Leonardo, Laura can get a lot of experience here from this. So it's a little bit weird in that way, because normally you just have one party in your game, and you don't have so many like powerful promoted units that you could just sweep it through. So a little strange. It's essentially a chance for people to totally screw over their game. That's really what it is. But, yeah, so with that said, the units that I care about leveling up here are Ed and Leonardo, Soth, Micaiah, but she's already at max level until the end of part 1, and then Nailah, really. So, me using Nailah here, I would not if I cared about leveling some of these other people, but I don't. So, what is her glare? Oh, she can turn people to stone? I forgot she had that ability. Is that why she's wearing an eye patch to cover her Medusa eye? I had forgotten she had that. Yeah. Yeah, she's insane. Really. Yeah, and she has Form Shift, which is an ability other Lagoos don't. She's a royal, and they can stay in their beast form forever. So, Oh my. Yeah, she's just overpowered and awesome. And, yeah, just cool in every way. Let's go ahead and deal with this. I mean, look at that. 48 damage times 2, 26% crit rate. Oh, man. I mean, in the late game, you have a bunch of characters. Yep, there she tore his head off. I think he was dead after the first time. In the late game, you have a bunch of characters on her level, and enemies that are commensurate with that, like dangerous enemies. So, very much a... it's not inappropriate. It's just right here, if you're not thinking, you might just use her all the time and have no experience in anybody. But again, I don't have a problem with that. Because of how I've planned this one out already. You just, shouldered him in the chest and killed him. Excellent. Flawless. All right. Yeah, I mean his whole ribcage just collapsed. I mean, she's a huge wolf. Like, I would not doubt that she could maybe not collapse the ribcage with a little ram, but definitely tear him apart pretty easily. You disappoint me, Leo. You are 1 damage from being able to finish that guy. That's annoying. But this guy can't kill any of our people right now, so as long as we don't let him reach Vika, we'll take a minute. Yeah, she is. She's the size of like a large male lion. Pretty beastie. Okay. So, I'm thinking these guys pretty soon are going to step in. Oh, man. Yeah. He is going to step in any moment and start slaughtering villagers. Well, that is what it is. It's time for Soth to go a little crazy. Wish you would have crit Soth. That would have been nice. Actually. Oh man, I can't rescue? Am I too light in this form? I am. Oh, that's annoying. So, if I was heavy enough, if my weight was heavier, I could like pick him up and carry him. So then I could save him. Man, Vika. Why can't I bring Jill? She could toss him over her little wyvern and drag him back to shore. Well, we might lose some peasants. Yeah, here we go. That is death on one of the people. So that's why they sold Olivi grass in the special shop in camp, so that I could have used it on someone like Vika, had her be able to transform and prevent that. I usually take the stuff in the special shop in Radiant Dawn as hints as to what I'm going to face. I'd say it's pretty accurate. So I've mentioned, like, your higher level units stealing XP. Nice crit, Soth. And what I mean by that is, in most Fire Emblem games, older Fire Emblem games, you could not grind. There's a limited amount of experience in the game. Any new Fire Emblem game, if you want, you can grind enough to get every single character to max level. But that was totally not a thing in this game. In this game, there's only the number of levels that you play through in the story. There's no side missions, so you just have the character availability and the enemies to get XP on that exist in the normal game, in the normal levels. Which means if you... For example, anybody that Nailah's killing over here, I'll show you. She's going to kill this guy. Will she even get experience? I mean, she'll get experience, I think. Probably. Let's see. Oh, there she goes. Yeah, she got 1 XP for that. Literally 1 experience for that kill. Right? And I'll show you, not with Volug here, but with... Yeah, and every time he uses his ability to let her go again, he gets XP, so that's always good. But yeah, so she's getting 1 XP for killing most of these enemies. Tear the head off, shatter the rib cage, and tear the throat out. I mean, I think the head's already off the body, so... Alright, so as I said, 1 XP there. But if I go up here with Ed and chop this guy down, I'm probably going to get something like 20 XP for this kill. Not 20, but you get the point. Like, so if I had killed everybody on this side with Ed, that would have gained him like a level, because 100 XP is a level. That would have gained him like a level and a half or something. Whereas she killed them all and went from 1 XP, or 0 XP or whatever, to 7 XP. She would have to kill 100 enemies at this point to gain a level. And yeah, that's not happening. Can she shift? No. She has to be at a higher point to shift. Bit irritating. I wish he had a throwing dagger, because then he could take care of that guy. Alright. A little bit of a misstep here I had, because I basically didn't give Tormod any weapons, so he couldn't kill guys over here, which would have been helpful. Okay. Alright. We'll make it through the level. Alright. Hold on. What's your range, sir? You've got 11 speed, 26 attack. 26 attack. You'll kill Laura. Ha ha. Oh, I hate you, sir. But he's probably going to attack these prisoners. But it would be just my luck if he killed Laura. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to bait him. Because they hate archers. Because archers are super dangerous to flyers. So I'm hoping that he comes over and attacks Leonardo. That will draw that guy away from... That's not a good level up. That will draw that guy away from the prisoners. And Micaiah cannot stay in his range either. So Micaiah can literally just step here, which is a bit irritating. This is not helpful. Alright, oh, he can only counterattack, can't attack. That is also irritating. I have made so many errors. Yeah, I have no doubt about winning this level. If for no other reason, like Nailah alone would kill this entire level. But I may have made enough missteps that that a lot of hostages are going to die. Oh, his beast gauge is charged, which is good. Would be good if they, you know, didn't just stand there and maybe gathered to a safer location. I don't know. Just spitballing here. Alright. So, Nailah's going to kill this. Then we're gonna have Raphael is going to come down in here and have Nailah go again, and then Nailah will head over to start dealing with the enemies. Because she's fast, but Alright, Moarin. I'm gonna have you shift, just because... Yeah. Alright, let's see how... I really want to kill this guy. I just can't reach him with anyone at the moment. Not good at all. Alright, Ed. Get down there and do some things. Let's lure some people up here with Soth. Now again, they should prefer to attack Tormod to Micaiah. I can't guarantee that will be the case, but I suspect. Alright, let's end turn. But yeah, the terrain has a lot of different effects. Some of them are consistent across Fire Emblem games, others are not. Grass, usually like where Soth is, Micaiah is. Grass usually gives you increased evasion, a little bit of increased defense. Yeah, go ahead. Hit him. There we go. Level up for Soth. Ugh. So Soth suffers from having really good stat growths, but low stat caps. The stat caps are kind of a nice crit, class-based thing. And so that's kind of a assassin thief problem, is often their stat caps are pretty atrocious. I was hoping you wouldn't attack her. Oh, that is game over. Alright, I can correct errors then. Yeah. Alright. Now I know the level and know what's going to happen. Let's hit that. Silly, silly, silly. All right. So what I need to do is go to Tormod. Where are you at, Tormod? There you go. And we will get him some magic. Good. And we'll grab him a healing item. Good. And for Vika, let's get her a healing item. Is there anything else I can do for her? I really would love some of that Olivi grass. Huh. Actually, let's quickly return to base and purchase that Olivi grass. Yep. No, not Micaiah. Give it to Vika. Excellent. Alright, now... I'm misclicking all over the place. All right. Good, good. I'm actually going to use Ed down there. All right, so now that I know what's going on here, I'm going to use these three to go ahead and claim. Yeah, he's 23 weight, so Muharrem is going to go and grab this prisoner. He's just going to wade in there, take a couple turns, pick him up, carry him out. Vika is going to be eating a Levy grass, so she fills up her transformation gauge. And once she transforms, she's going to do the same thing here, or kill him, because this guy's the real threat for killing the prisoners. Tormod will support over here, hurting this guy and letting Ed finish him off. On the north side here, we'll have Soth and Leonardo sweep this. And Nailah will sweep this just like she did last time. That should all work just fine. Okay. So, time to do some things quickly. What? Alright, so this should do 34 damage, only a 1% crit chance. Should do just exactly what I want him to do, which is weaken him so Ed can finish him off and get the XP. Now, he might spite me, but it doesn't look like he did. Yeah, in almost every game, if you saw like a 5% or less crit chance, you would assume that they're just not going to crit. Well, that's not the case here. If you see any crit chance, always be prepared for the fact that they might crit. Whether it's you or like your side or the enemy side, it's always a possibility. Just like if you have a 95% hit chance, you still might miss. It's actually pretty terrifying sometimes. Alright, so she's moving up here and going to eat some Olivi grass. Nice. Next turn she should be ready to transform. And one headless spearman. Frog in my throat. So, I'm going to just try to get Raphael some experience here. I'm not going to... I will have him in range to be able to help Nailah sweep this side faster and soon. But, yeah. Alright, so that's everything moving according to plan. I'm going to let these guys move on in to deal with Soth, and I'm going to let everybody else move out of their range a bit. Good. Up. Good, good. That's what I was hoping for. Nice. So this being evasive as we hoped. That's irritating. Did I do something to trigger that? And headless he goes. There we are. Their souls are mine. I would appreciate a crit right here, friend. Well, actually, I wouldn't. 7 hit points means that Leo can finish that off no trouble. Excellent. Alright, so, rescue. And there we go. I would appreciate being able to Olivi grass it up. Okay. It kind of blocked me out. How rude. Savage. Yeah, such overkill. Alright. He cannot reach that. That's fine. Let's just go ahead and have our good buddy Volug step up in here. Use a healing item. And then we're good to go. Excellent. If I can have somebody push him. Are you able to shove? You are. Shove! And then he'll be in range, and he can finish that off. Alright. How is your resistance? I think his resistance is pretty solid. Yeah, he'll definitely survive. Excellent. Alright, so what we want to avoid, both these guys are really good at killing Vika. We definitely don't want Vika to take their hits. But against Micaiah and our people in range, they're not really a threat. So let me move over here. Use the Olivi grass. I really wish... We're probably still going to lose a person, which is irritating. But, well, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I could even do that, since I can't bring Jill, that would allow me to save all of them. And I just don't know. Might have to look at a video later and see, like, what people that succeed in that, what do they do? 'Cause that's crazy in my mind. Ah, there they are attacking Raphael. The Heron Prince. Well, one of the Heron Princes. And there we go. One dies. All right. Get some of that good healing aura going on there. All right, all right. Shift. Rescue. And get out of there. There we go. Excellent. That is out of range, and everything going well. Ah, savage. Indeed, it does look savage. So is her hit point total, by the way. Again, 66 hit points. What in the world? What in the world is that? Trouble, really. It's hide in the bush and, oh my. That guy has really high stats. Comparatively. Let's see if we can weaken him for Ed to do the honors. Nice. What would a battle between these two look like? Bad for Ed is what that would look like. We'll still use the Killing Edge here so that we can counter with the Killing Edge on this next one. Excellent. Everything going according to plan. So we need to be aware of his range. Let's deal with this. All right. Ah, yes, yes. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. I dislike this guy a lot. Because his air superiority means that he can snipe Laura or Micaiah very easily. Alright, let's move back over here. Alright. We should be good. Alright, let's have Nailah move up here. And we'll have Voluk kill this one. The retainer of the Wolf Queen, sorry. And he's not in his full strength form, he's half shifted, which gives him less stats, but lets him stay perfectly shifted all the time, like the, fully shifted. I'll speak someday. Lets him... What? They're killing my hostages! I mean, they're not my hostages. They're killing their hostages. It's really irritating. Alright, give me that critical hit there, Ed. And that would be a no. It's alright, it's alright. Bum 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 bum. Alright, let's go ahead and see how much I can weaken him. 62% chance to hit is not great, but hopefully it hits. And it did not. Okay. Welcome back. Yes, I was devastated by your absence, bruv. Devastated. All right. Nailah's going to kill more people. It's just, you know, just what she does. Crispy. I will assume that's a good thing. Good, good. How rude, you poisoned my poor wolf friend. So, one of the things that is fairly consistent throughout Fire Emblem games is there are kind of, you have most of the same unit types. So, in this game, the herons are what you would, in most Fire Emblem games, would be dancers. They are units that, in most of the games, they're not able to fight themselves, or at least not fight well. I mean, if you look at Raphael's stats there, you can see why he's not good at fighting. But they let units act again. So when you pair them particularly with really potent units, they can be really useful. Well, thank you. Let's see what I can do here. Alright. How bad would this hurt? Ouch. She would still kill, though. Sure, let's do that. Alright. Well, enjoy your lurking. All right. Let's step up here and drop that person off. Oh, right. She can't gain more XP. So that was a rather pointless thing. Did I just do that? It's time to rescue Micaiah. Oh, that was reckless of me. Careless. Why not? There we go. Still didn't quite kill, but... progress was made. That is not going to be pleasant. Ah! Wyvern Rider from the south. Alright. Things must be done. And by things, I mean... Nailah killing people. Oh no, wait, what? Yes, okay. I thought I miscalculated there for a moment. Good. No miscalculation. Alright, so what we're going to do is drop right here. And then I'm going to move over here. We are going to gather all of these people. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Right now, my YouTube channel is just, you know, stream summary. Well, not stream summary, just streams. But I may sometimes do more in the future. There's only so much time in the day, after all. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh boy. Enemies coming all the time. All right. Yeah, me too. Like I say, I just have fun with it, you know. If I like to chat with people and play games that I love, and you know, if I can do that with more people, all the better. This one's a bit risky. That was a hard hitting. Okay. I was a little concerned, but that was just dangerous because that was fire. Whereas this one, yeah, this one will hurt a bit, but all right. Take care, bruv. Huh. There we go. Is stopped. Soothe will have a chance to teach you a lesson, friend. Huh. All right. Yes, slaughter them all. All right, Ed leveled up. Excellent. Excellent? No, that's horrible. And that was also a horrible level up. I deserved that. Deserved it entirely. Alright, let's rescue this guy. Let's drop that one there. Wait. Alright. Level almost done.
What is this? Subhumans from Galia? No, they're different somehow.
Yes, different. You have a 4% chance to hit me for no damage, friend. Oh, it's so sad. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you have a 4% chance to hit me for 8 damage. Nailah is not impressed. Oh, man. Maybe I need to mix up another cup of tea. Perhaps between levels I will do so. Tomorrow night, I think we might be able to finish part 1 tomorrow night. That would be fun. Ah, that's unpleasant. Let's revert quickly. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna feed Nailah all the XP right now. All right. Oh, she's such a badass. So awesome. Great White Wolf, Queen of the Desert. She jumped all the way up over its back. Oh, that's great. I love that they put the extra animation detail in there for that. Let's shift. Shift. And use the Golder. Nailah's just so cool. So cool. Alright. I think we're just stopping right there. Feel kind of bad for these guys that are just over there trying to cast their magic on Nailah. It's like, they can't hit her, but even if they could, they wouldn't do anything. So, yeah. I can definitely understand people coming in who don't understand how this game works, though, thinking that that the whole game is going to be ridiculously easy because of that. And that's not true. But it is true that, like, there's just a couple of characters that you have that you could pretty much just kind of cheese the first couple sections of the game with. Hold on, is there something I want to steal from these guys? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. Thought there might be, but I wonder if Glare actually gives me more XP. Let's try that. Oh, it missed him. Alright. I wonder what him being shifted does, because it's different for each of the herons. I can't remember what it is. I know Raphael is super good because of his ability to constantly refresh 4 characters. I'll have to look into that a little bit. I want to do one more level after this, but I think after this level I will grab myself a cup of tea, refresh myself a little bit, like take 5 minutes to brew a cup of tea, and then hit one more level. And then, of course, tomorrow night I've got another stream, so that will be good. Yeah, I know one of Raphael's downsides is that he is always he is slow because his wings are crippled. But his refresh ability is fantastic. I know Rayson. So Rayson, when he's not shifted, can only refresh one person, but he's fast. He can fly in all his things. And then when he's shifted, he refreshes 4 people at once, just like Raphael. And Raphael is always shifting 4 people. Let me take a look here. So, Raphael. Wait, what? The level of the user affects which Galdrar can be learned? Is there any truth to that? I'm doubtful. I may have to look into that, because that seems very strange. Shovity shove, shove, shove. Alright, right in here. can't have anybody's health below, you know, maximum. Goodbye. And head torn right off.
That wench, her power is much too dangerous. She mustn't be allowed to.
I mean, it was just Nailah who killed you. You should know that. Are there any more reinforcements? Doesn't seem like it. Alright, one more heal onto Soth. That gives all the XP we can get. And one more level up for Laura. Nice. Alright, that'll be this level done. Savage. That's the way to close it out. And you are savage, Nailah. Queen Nailah. The most awesome. One of my... She has to be... Like, if I had to pick for style one Laguz Royal, Nailah is the one, right? Like, just awesome. We're nearly back to camp. I wonder if the prince will overlook the fact that I insisted on this mission. I'm sure he'll be happy when he sees the prisoners are safe. Soth, do you hear a noise coming from the canyon? Is it people shouting? Oh boy, what's happening? Oh, this looks like a good thing, maybe? Look! Look up there! The maiden has returned, and the prisoners are with her! She won another victory! She escaped their trap and destroyed the enemy, again! Radiant with divine protection, she truly has the goddess's blessing, the silver-haired maiden, our priestess! Priestess of Dawn! Hooray, Lady Micaiah! Yes, you guys are getting a bit fanatical. What could they be celebrating? It seems the soldiers... Oh, wait, that's the wrong accent. What did I do for... I did kind of a... It seems the soldiers are celebrating your liberation of the prisoners. You should wave to them. People like their heroes to seem approachable. It would make them happy. I'm no hero, but I see what you mean. Oh, there she goes. Adorable. What I love is that Micaiah does not like Ike very much, but she doesn't realize how very much like Ike she is. Just doing what has to be done because of what she feels, rather than seeing herself as some kind of hero, or himself as a hero. Here you are. I've been looking for you. Soth. After all those soldiers cheering, I feel like I'm doing real good here. Micaiah? Soth, please come quick. There's something wrong with Muarim. Oh, Izuka. Izuka's... Muarim, get a hold of yourself. Look at me.
Little one.
This happens over and over. Muarim suddenly transforms and he growls like he's losing his mind. And if I grab him and yell his name again and again, he returns to himself, but then it just starts over. And when he's growling, his eyes, they look... It's as if one of them is looking at me. Them? One of them? One of who? You can't mean... No! Help him, please! I don't know what to do. The time between transformations is getting shorter and shorter.
My body can't. No. Little one, get away.
No, I won't let you. I'll die before I let you go feral. Muarim, look at me! That song... Ah, Raphael. We need to kill Izuka is what we need to do. Raphael.
Ugh.
What? Muarim! Muarim! The Galdor of Rebirth restores twisted bodies and souls to their proper states. He will be all right now. Thank you. Without Muarim, life would be terrible. What was that song? It was different than when he sang before. It was the Galdor of Rebirth. I heard it once before in the war. But, Micaiah, what's wrong? I feel odd. Maybe it was the song. I'm shaking for some reason. But I'm truly glad that Muarim will be all right. Where are you, slimy scumbag, Izuka? Feral ones. In the Mad King's War, Dane's military developed living weapons. They were called feral ones, lagoos that had been warped and twisted by terrible experiments.
Terrible, you say? Do you mean to refute the highly effective results of my brilliant research?
Then it was you! You secretly gave Muarim the drug to turn him into a feral one!
And what's wrong with that? Maintaining constant battle strength in beast state. How splendid!
How dare you! Transforming lagoos into feral ones dramatically shortens their lifespans. It destroys their sense of self, and they do nothing but fight until they die. And you gave Muarim that drug!
Pawns need no sense of self. It's only natural to sacrifice soldiers for victory in war.
You twisted maniac. You are the lowest. Everybody, wait, please. Izuka clearly did a terrible thing to that lagoose. I apologize. Tormod, I'm truly sorry. He will not use the drug again, so please, try to forgive him. Prince Peleus.
My prince? We must not have royalty bowing and scraping before swine like...
That's enough. Tormod, let him go. I mean, if it was me, I would just kill Izuka right there. I would cut him down like the dog he is. But that's me. Is that true?
Yes, Apostle. Our occupation forces have engaged in appalling and inhumane excesses in Dane. These excesses were perpetrated entirely outside the knowledge of the occupational governor, Duke Numida. No, they were not. I come to you penitent. Failing my duties as governor, I, Numida, share a measure of guilt for this disaster.
You mean all the guilt?
I am prepared to take the appropriate punishment, Apostle Sanaki. However, I feel that freeing the people of Dane from the clutches of our oppression is our most urgent task.
Urgent, you say? Then we must make haste. We will forthwith convene an inspection team and request a meeting with the army led by the late King Ashnard's orphan. We will assure them of Benyan's intentions. Then we will immediately address the occupation force's tyranny.
Excellent. In that case, please deign to allow me, your humble servant Lacane, to lead the inspection team.
Really, Lacane?
The soldiers who have stained the Empire's name will be toppled where they stand. I promise they shall not live to return here.
Oh no, they'll live. She wants them alive. That is unacceptable. I will decide the soldiers' punishment only after hearing their side. And I have chosen to appoint Sephiron, Duke Persis, to lead the investigation team. Is that acceptable, Sephiron?
I hear and obey, my Empress.
What? But Apostle Sanaki!
This is a dire situation. Accordingly, I judge the Prime Minister, Duke Persis, to be more suited to the role than you, Vice Minister Lacane. That is all.
Lord Lacane, what shall I do?
Duke Numida, my friend, I'm afraid you must sacrifice every last Benyan in the Imperial Occupation Army.
What? That's ridiculous. But, blast that spoiled brat and her cunning little schemes. You'll regret this, Apostle Sanaki.
Oh boy. Trouble is what's going on right there. Alright, I am going to go ahead and make myself some tea, and then we will be back for another chapter. So I'll be right back, my friends. All right, here I am, back. So let us continue on. I have my tea, which is a little too hot to drink at the moment.
Micaiah and her small band of fighters knowingly walk into a trap to save condemned Dayan prisoners. Even without the benefit of Izuka's vast information network, news of Micaiah's heroism in Shifu Swamp spreads like wildfire across Dayan. The once hopeless citizens of Dayan dub her the Priestess of Dawn and find their spirits restored. In their troubled hearts, they see in her nothing less than the promise of salvation. Throughout Dayan, the people rise as one against the brutality of their oppressors. Benyan's occupying forces cannot deal with open war on so many fronts. General Jared redeploys his men to key locations to better defend the capital city. Jared's forces still outnumber those of the Dayan liberators, and he has hardened his defenses in hopes of holding off Micaiah's army. The liberation forces fight with a fury not to be denied, however, and the occupation army begins to lose its will to fight. Breaking through enemy lines again and again, Micaiah's forces gain vital ground and momentum. Despite the anger Micaiah feels toward Izuka for his treatment of their Laguz allies, she continues to lead the army in its lightning-quick advance. Navassa is now mere days away.
Oh boy. Chapter 9. One survives. Oh boy, this is going to get really messy really fast, I think. I think this is the Micaiah-only chapter. Listen and be amazed! Big news afoot! The Apostle is sending an inspection team to investigate the occupation army's abuses. Really? She sent me a message that preparations are finally complete. But wait, it gets better. She also issued an imperial edict to the occupation forces, telling them to cease all military action immediately. Does that mean the fighting is over? That we've won? Indeed, it's hard to believe it's over. It almost seems too easy. And best of all, Duke Persis is leading the inspection team. We'll be home free the moment they arrive. Our worries are over. Duke Persis, Lord Sephiron. So, Apostle Seneki's dispatching one of the Empire's greatest men to handle this. What kind of man is he? He is amazing, the best person ever. He's incredibly influential and high up, but he never stood on ceremony with us. Well, go on, you guys. Don't just stand there. You have to spread the news. We have to spread the news? Aren't you going with us? Nah. It's mostly your doing. We'll hold back. Let you take the glory. It's Izuka, isn't it? You don't want to come because he'll be with the prince. Well, yeah, basically. All right, but wait here. We'll come right back once we've announced the good news. I wouldn't want to either. I would have a hard time holding myself back from just killing him. In light of which, Her Imperial Highness Empress Saneki has conveyed to you this edict. Occupation forces are to hereby lay down all arms, convene in Dane Keep, and await the inspection team. Duke Nomida maintains that your forces performed alleged abuses independently, in flagrant violation of his orders. The Apostle in her mercy will hear your testimony. Do not abuse her magnanimous spirit and lose your small advantage. Ha! What a magnificently ruthless maneuver. I didn't know Nomida had it in him. Disowning the entire occupation army and framing me for their actions. Brilliant. So then, the game is over. Might we at least drag Duke Nomida down with us? Not a chance. We are proof that Duke Nomida, and therefore the entire Senate, is corrupt. No doubt they'll work together to silence us. Besides, there's more tantalizing prey than those tottering relics. If I'm to fall, so too should the one who upended our plans and drove us to this dead end, that girl. Oh, I like that. Our final mission. You create a diversion with the troops tonight after dark,
and I will seek our target, the girl's silver-maned head.
He is so petty and vicious.
Silence! Prince Peleus would now like to favor you with a word. You may begin, my prince.
Oh, that's tasty. Tasty tea. Nice true blueberry fruit tea. Am I dreaming? Everything looks so delicious. What should I eat first? Everyone, you've done a fine job. Once the inspection team arrives, Dane will be free once again. In anticipation of our emancipation, I invite you to eat and drink to your heart's content. Alright, let's check our info. Peleus. War funds, nice. I mean, I think Prince Peleus isn't a terrible person. I think he is too easily influenced by Izuka and his mother. R. Yep, he's always napping. Yeah, Pass would probably be a very good thing to have. Pass is a skill that lets you move through enemy units. They can't block you. Oh, delicious tea. Revitalizing me, giving me the strength I need. Alright, so yeah, Micaiah. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the skill Pass. I am. Because usually when they're like, oh, here's a skill, guys, there's a reason they're like that. And I might give her Paragon at some point, but yeah. Alright, let's see what we have here. Oh, let's go to the shop itself and see about the special deals. That's usually a good hint. Oh look, it's a shine. And some nice things. Statue fragment, don't really care about that. I do care about the shine. We'll give it to her. And I don't care about the rest of that either. What can I forge at this point? Iron swords is the limit of what I can forge? Oh, a steel axe. But that's just really lame and low and bad. Not like I have funds to spare for it at the moment anyway. Alright, we're going to go ahead and save and move on to this one. So this one should be a fairly quick chapter, assuming I can survive it. I will give Micaiah... I will go ahead and give her some stuff. First of all, I'm going to give her a Seraph Robe and use it on her. And why am I doing that? Because Micaiah is so fragile. So fragile. And I'm going to use that Seraph Robe. Great. 26 hit points. Much better. That is just much, much, much better. Yeah, I don't have a Speed Wing. I would be tempted to use that. Yeah. I will take that Shine Barrier, though, because I can block some things with it. That could be useful. I don't remember what this level is like. Like I say, I played this game once through 10 years ago, so... let us begin. Because they're going to try to kill her. Whew. Yune, what is it? You didn't need to slip away from the banquet, too. Silly you. You're kind of a mysterious bird, you know that? How is it that you can fly around even at night? Oh, Yune. For some reason, I feel so tired lately. But it won't be too long. I'll go back home to Navasa and then save Dane. So, you escaped the idiot's ball to be alone. How trusting of you, silver-haired maiden. No, I'm sorry. Priestess of Dawn. If you really can work miracles, you'd best work one up for yourself now. What? Oh, Benyan's soldiers. All right. It's Micaiah. Conditions. Defeat boss, Micaiah dies. Alright, well, let's go. General Jared, why are you here? I'm doomed, thanks to you. But if I have to go down, I'm taking someone with me. The Vice General to the Dane Liberation Army, the revered Priestess of Dawn. Even if you kill me, the Kingdom of Dane will be reborn. As long as the Prince survives, the people will fight. Ha! The Prince! He's a sham, a travesty, a clod of mud no amount of polishing could shine. The real jewel, whose radiance attracts the people like moths to flame, is you, Priestess. And so I shall steal you and extinguish Dane's light of hope. No despair, Priestess of Dawn! Ah! And here we are. Boom! Gah! Who are you? Be at ease, maiden. I shall not let him harm you. I was once one of the 4 riders, serving the army of Old Dane. If you recall the name of the Black Knight, you will withdraw from this place at once. Right, that's precious. You're the legendary Black Knight. Maybe you haven't heard. He died in the war. But let's put your claim to the test, if only to indulge my own amusement. Then have at me, and learn your folly. In due time, but before I bother, why don't you have a go-around with my restless minions? Douse the torches! Maiden, I shall be your shield. Remain by my side. I will. I know I can trust you. Ah, the Black Knight. So, nobody here can gain experience. Sad. But here is the Black Knight in his overpowered glory. Look at that. Ridiculous. He's the one who ended with his ridiculous Lunaprox, my challenge run of Radiant Dawn, or Path of Radiance. He got 30% proc rates in a row. Oh man, such an RNG fight. But as you can see, he is an utter monster, right? He is just so skilled. I mean, he's fairly fast. Defense impregnable. Strength, unquestionable. Resistance, strong. Luck is the only thing that isn't phenomenal with him. So, yeah. I don't think anybody can do anything, so we're just going to wait right there. This should not take long. Because they're all just going to die into the Black Knight. Suicide by Black Knight. Don't know why I bought anything. I would love to have her kill Jared just for the lulz, but yeah, the Black Knight is a dominating presence on the battlefield. With how fast this is going to go, I might even well, that could be a problem. Hold on. What are your guys' attack? 21 and 24. It's a bit irritating. So this one has a much better chance of hitting. So what we're going to do is make sure that she's using a light. Well, actually, Thani gives her better avoidance. So we'll keep it Thani. We'll talk to the Black Knight. Oh, she can actually attack him here? Huh. 28% chance is low enough. We're gonna give it a try. I mean, even if we game over, we just start this level again. It's not a problem. Dodge. Nice. Nice. It would be great. Let's do this. Send my blade beam. Gonna glitch out the game with that kind of strike. Cut the console in half. Nice spin dodge. Very stylish. That guy's just so small compared to him. Like, I would be fairly intimidated if I was in that poor axe wielder's place. Like, what? Definitely a little bit intimidating. I can't wait to get to Ike. Seeing the Black Knight reminds me of Ike and how overpowered he becomes. There we go. Eclipse. Boom, boom, boom. Yes! Wow! Ow! Ow, ow, ow. I mean, sheesh. What does Eclipse actually do? He did not have that skill before. Luna was the only thing he had. So Eclipse is... What? Eclipse is the upgraded Luna. That's insane. And he has Imbue? What in the world kind of overpowered ridiculousness are you, sir? You regain 18 hit points a turn. Well, great. Nobody can hurt you anyway. Sheesh, man. He's such a badass. Such ridiculousness is what it is. Ah, you were trying to sneak in. Well, that's adorable. Let's move. I don't think anybody else can. Let's wait right there. Wait. Yeah, I figured somebody would be coming over there soon. Okay. Let's see if we can trap these gentlemen in the corner. See if we can block these gentlemen out. Yeah, I mean, that kind of cut makes you feel like he should just kind of like schlock into two pieces. Oh, glorious. And critical. Oh, wow. Yeah, guys. Alright, let's kill this gentleman. And let's deal with this guy. Oh, glorious. All right, we'll end right there. Alright, let's move up here. We'll move up here. Yeah, I might do another level, based on just how ridiculous this is. But I might stop. I mean, it is 11:20. Probably stop and finish part 1 tomorrow night and start part 2 next week. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Oh, somebody's coming in after me. How silly of them. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, wait, what? Oh, no. You can't move through her? Oh, that is bad. 24. She's in trouble. Am I gonna game over on this? Probably. In fact, here's what I'll do. I will rescue. Oh, they won't let me rescue her? irritating. With her stats, like with his stats, he could easily rescue her and still fight the rest of the enemies. So I guess that's... but we're going to get game over here in just a second because of that. Because I underestimated the movement. So we are almost definitely game overing right now, which is annoying. I was hoping I would be able to get in range of... But, oh, we didn't game over. Well, that is shocking, actually. I'm happy that that didn't happen, but... yeah, the mobility of the Black Knight is probably the only feature that leaves him not in a complete advantage against everyone all the time. Yeah, I feel like him fighting in the forest would leave us with a lot of lumber to pick up. See, the funny thing is, I used that Seraph Robe, right? And I was at 7 hit points, and that's how many you get from a Seraph Robe. So I would have died and had a game over if I hadn't used that Seraph Robe. Let's go ahead and use an herb real quick. Huh. I guess I misjudged where the enemy was. Where is the enemy? Because the boss is around here somewhere, right? Is he like up in the upper right corner and I've just like skirted around him? Or did he only come out after a certain amount of time and he came out down at the bottom or something? He did. He did. That is irritating. Let's hit him first.
General Jared, your occupation army has caused untold suffering to the people of Dane. The time has come. You must atone for your deeds. As if I should care one whit about the wretched worms I trample.
You should. Because it's because of that that you are here. Enjoy. Not that, you know, you needed to be softened up for the Black Knight to utterly destroy you. But, you know.
I see you're pretty impressed with yourself.
Did you think the likes of you could be a worthy opponent for me? Know your place.
That's absolutely true. One single slash. Even if you were at full health, that would be the result.
Make your peace. This blow will be your end.
How kind of you. Alder, why are you here?
I'd rather fight beside my general than create a distraction with the other soldiers.
You idiot! Who asked you to join me?
General Jared, you are a terror to work under. Even so, I've always sensed a kindred spirit in you. I will follow you and fight for you to the very gates of the abyss.
He was a good soldier.
What now?
Why don't you kill me?
My sword is not made for killing those who will not raise their weapons.
You've got to be kidding me! Stop. Stop it, both of you. A man has died protecting you. Don't waste his sacrifice. This is not the end. No, it's not.
You would simply let him go?
He is not ours to judge. He belongs to the Apostle now. I suppose he must bury his fallen friend and pray before facing her. You have my thanks for saving me.
There is no need for thanks.
Micaiah, are you safe? You! Micaiah, run! Soth, it's okay. This knight just saved my life. What? Micaiah, do you know who this is? Everybody knows who he is, Soth. He's the Black Knight, one of the 4 riders under King Ashnard, and the strongest swordsman. Exactly! That scum, the scum that General Ike defeated in Nados Castle in Crimea 3 years ago. So how can he be here now, alive?
You are correct, Soth. Ike did defeat me in that battle in a fashion. But, as you can see, I managed to escape.
Look at that slash across the chest plate.
What do you want?
For Dane to raise its banner as a kingdom once again. I came here to protect those who are necessary for that dream.
Soth, General Jared was here a moment ago. If the Black Knight hadn't stepped in, Jared would have killed me.
What?
But I don't see his corpse here, and that means he's still alive, isn't he? Yes, there was another soldier who sacrificed his life protecting Jared. I presume Jared's burying him now. Oh no.
What is it?
I see a dark cloud. It's dimming the light of hope. By letting Jared go, I may have allowed something terrible to happen.
You aren't sure?
Soth, I hadn't told you, but I haven't been feeling well lately. My mind feels foggy. Things I could always see clearly are now dim and vague. I may have committed us to an irreversible fate.
I shall aid you. No matter what Jared may plot, I will prevent it.
Micaiah and I don't want your help. Soth, stop that. In King Ashnard's war, you served below General Ike, and you and the Black Knight were enemies. But now you are comrades with the same goal, Dane's restoration. Listen to me. The Black Knight was Dane's strongest general. We need him.
And I am willing to serve.
Sir Knight, that you should come to us now is surely the will of the goddess. I thank you for your aid just now, and ask you to lend us your strength a while longer.
May my sword serve you well, Maiden of Dawn.
I don't like this. Yeah, it's not the goddess. Well, okay. Okay, it is not good that this happened. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it that way.
Do I continue on? Do I stop here?
I'm stopping here for tonight. We will continue on next time. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. As you may be able to tell compared to last time, I felt a lot more energetic, a lot more relaxed. I am very busy with work these days, but this is a nice opportunity to unwind. And as long as I stay rested and come in refreshed, drink my tea, I should be good to go and keep you entertained. So I hope to see you all tomorrow for the exciting conclusion to Part 1 of Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.